video blog is going to be called the Total Recall, man. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-Qais, man da'ana nafsahu wa amila lima ba'da al-maut. The wise man is the one who calls himself to account and does actions that benefit him after his death. And the foolish man, man أتبع نفسه هواها وتمن الله, is the one who subdues himself to his vain desires and asks Allah to fulfill them. Here, I'm trying to leave my legacy, man. Make sure you guys know why you're doing it, so you guys don't need me. You guys are mentally and physically attached with what you're doing with your diet, because it's so imperative why you're doing it, not just because I'm telling you to do this. No, I want you guys to know why you're doing it. So I'm going to go over this, man. This is the total recall. Please, pay attention. In this equation, guys, I wrote it out for you. You have the lifting, the cardio, the nutrition, and the rest. All four of them are vital for your success. Whatever type of physique you're trying to achieve, you need to know what happens in each one of these. If you're missing one of them, you will hit a plateau. Guaranteed. People just go to the gym and you see they have muscle, but they have a huge gut. That's because if you never marry nutrition with cardio together, the six-pack will never come out. I'm going to go over, the first thing I want to go over is the truth on diet. You get the marker? Here we go. Protein, carbs, and fats. First I want to talk about the good and the bad, and I want to talk about the timing. So the good and the bad. The good and the bad of protein. All protein is good. Your chicken, your fish, your steaks, shrimp, your scallops, all that stuff is good, just don't deep fry it. Now carbs, the good and the bad. You have complex carbohydrates and you have simple carbohydrates. Your complex carbohydrates are the good ones. Which one of those? You can pick it or you can pluck it. That's a complex carbohydrate. A simple carbohydrate. A simple carbohydrate is a Twix, a Kit Kat, something with a barcode, something that humans manufactured. That's a bad carb. Your fats, the good and the bad of fats. Your fishes, your nuts are your good fats. And your oils as well, like avocado oil, olive oil, all that stuff is good for you. Now, easy way to remember for the fats is remember UN. If you see UN on the package, flip the nutritional facts and you see UN, mono-un, poly-un, those are your good fats. That's how you know if it's good. Then you got trans fat, which is like a Twinkie. You don't need that, man. That's human-made like fat. You do not need that. Then you have saturated fat, which comes from your animal fats. Those fats you can't completely avoid, so just keep them in the lesser amount. Okay, that's the good and the bad. Now we're going to the timing of nutrition. Protein. It must stay high throughout the whole entire day. Now, because I eat once a day, how do I do that? How do I have high protein throughout the whole day? It's through liquid shakes, man. I make smoothies. I make smoothies throughout the day. Now, and I have my one meal right in the middle. That's how I keep my protein high throughout the day. If I work out in the morning, I have a pre-shake. I have a pre-shake here and a post-shake, right? And then I make a smoothie later on. I might make another one. Then I have my one meal. And then at night, I could have a casein shake with just water. Because I'm gonna go more in detail with it. But the carbs, at the end, I'm gonna make sense of everything because I don't want to confuse you guys. The carbohydrates, you marry with your activity. So I'm gonna write that down. Marry with activity. A good carb can be a bad carb at a bad time. And a bad carb can be a good carb at the right time. What? I'm not trying to confuse you guys. That's why I'm gonna make sense of this, man. I'm gonna tell you the different effects. Simple carbohydrates, they shoot up. Bring your energy levels very high. About 2 hours and it comes back down. 2 to 3 hours. Comes up, like if you give a boy a chocolate chip cookie, he's jumping up and down, up and down, up and down, then boom, he just crashes. That's because he ate a simple carb. But a complex carb, an apple, a banana, you have one of those, it's gonna bring your energy levels slowly. It's harder to digest, and it's gonna come up slowly and come about 5 to 7 hours, and it comes back down. But here's the thing: if you do not use the carbohydrate, it gets stored as fat. Protein does not turn to fat. If you guys have more extra protein, it doesn't turn to fat. Fats are fat. When you put them in your body, it's fat. So, for example, you wake up in the morning. You got 30 minutes to go to the gym. What do you take? A complex carb, which is slower digesting, gives you midpoint energy, or a simple carb, which digests and absorbs into your bloodstream immediately and brings your energy levels really high. What would you rather prefer to have when you're about to go and do a killer workout? You're using your head now. So if you're going to the gym and you only got 30 minutes, it's going to be a simple carb. That's going to be your dextrose. So if you open, I'm not telling you to have a Twix. I'm not telling you to have Sour Patches. Because if you look, there's 100 other ingredients, man. 99 of them you don't need. It's just that one piece. The dextrose. That's it. You're not putting the dumb and random, man. We're doing this intelligently. Let's say, for example, you have your meal in the middle of the day, and you have a 2 to 3 hour window, and you're going to the gym. You can have a complex carbohydrate. That's when you can have the complex carbohydrates. In the middle, or if you have any time, whenever you're eating your meal, and you got 2 to 3 hours of a window for your body to digest that carbohydrate, you can have it. Then you're gonna have the energy from it, which is great energy because it has vitamins and minerals and fiber, all that good stuff inside of it, and use that energy inside your gym. That's when you can have a complex carbohydrate. An apple, a banana, something that you can pick it or pluck it. Usually the ones that you pick are your vegetables, really low in carbs. The ones that you can pluck it are your peaches, your oranges, your bananas, your apples. All this are super high in carbs. You take that at night and you're not going to the gym, you just put all this carbs into your body that you're not going to use. So what happens? It gets stored as fat. So the key rule with carbohydrates is you marry them with your activity. Your fats, you want to keep them low throughout the day. After your meal, you drop off the fats. There's going to be different routines for people who go to the gym at night and the people who go to the gym in the morning, and for the people who go to the gym in the middle of the day, which we're all going to review. I'm a personal believer of the one meal a day with liquid nutrition is the best diet, man, lifestyle. And if you guys don't like this one meal a day, this rule goes with 6 meals a day if you want it. 4 meals, 3 meals, 2 meals. This right here is the truth on diet. It's so important to know why I call it the truth on diet. You can eat one meal and the rest of liquid nutrition will get you the best results, hands down. From training hundreds of people, thousands of people, this got the people the best transformation. Because your body doesn't have to break down food and then absorb it. It just absorbs it immediately and starts fixing it. It goes into the 80 and 20 rule. When your body eats something, 80% of your body is being used to break down food and 20% is left with repairing and rebuilding and recovering. Because we're working out, right? And then if you give your body something that's already broken down, your body can go in 100% mode, which is just repairing, rebuilding, and recovering. But what you will find more common is like, hey, 2 meals, 3 meals. Now, if those days come up, you need to know what to do in those situations. Because if you're having 2 meals, one in the morning, one in the evening, you still need 2 spots in the day to get protein. Or it could be, say if you're working out here, at the end of the day, protein before and after. Let's move the camera over here. Got the whiteboard so you guys can see the numbers now. Protein to 1 gram per pound. So if you weigh 200, you need 200 grams of protein. To build muscle and to maintain muscle, you need to hit that number. Your muscle mass will decrease if you don't hit that number. Your body can only absorb 0.25 multiply your body weight equals how much your body can absorb protein at one time. So if you weigh 200, you can only have 50 grams of protein at one time. If you go extra with protein, it does not get stored as fat. The only side effect that could ever happen if you have too much protein is dehydration and constipation, which are both an easy fix. Drink more water. That's the only problem that comes with it. Now, carbohydrates. The math for carbohydrates is going to be 0.25 to 0.5. I want to go with the fats now. The math is 0.4. times it by your body weight. So if you times that by 200, that's 80 grams of fat. 80 grams times it by 9 is going to be 720 calories. And you can only get, now it has to be 720 or less. You don't have to hit that mark. But that's, the mark that usually, as long as they're healthy fats, and you're not passing it past the middle of your day, you're fine. So I'm trying to make sense of that part with the fats. Low throughout the day, all the way up to your one meal, then stop. No more fats. Later in the day, no fats is allowed, guys. Or carbs. Keep them super low. That's it, just drop them off. When you eat your one meal, that's the last time you're having fats. If you want to have something at night, casein shake with water, not even almond milk, because almond milk has fat. People hit a plateau because of these little details, guys. If what I'm saying is not making sense, rewind this and play it again. And people talk about macros, by the way. What is a macro? Oh, macro this. Macro, guys, is protein, carbs, and fats. It's all about the macros and how much calories you're having today. It does matter where they're coming from, man. Or you will hit a plateau. Meaning if your calories are all coming from fats, or if all your calories are coming from carbs but nothing from protein, you will not grow without protein. Everything you see, your nails, your hair, your skin, is made up of protein. You have no wood, you're not going to be able to build a house. And no matter how many employees you have, you cannot build a house without protein. Fats is important too for like things that your body can't get by making itself. So like having fish oil is really good, the whole omega-3, 6, and 9. Carbs, you can live without, but the thing is, they're going to be a big asset for you to get a transformation, to rip and tear your muscles, to give you the energy you need in the gym. And it makes it fun when you go to the gym, by the way, when you have carbs, because when you're in there and you're getting a good pump, man, you're ripping your muscles, you're going to get the endorphins released, you're going to feel amazing. I'm going to erase this and go into more detail now. So, that's how many calories you'll be having in one day, normally. It'll probably fluctuate from 17 to 2,000, 17 to 2,000. Now, if you burn 2,000 calories a day, and you put in 2,000 calories, you will not go up in weight or go down in weight. Okay? These numbers right here are going to get you through the first phase. The first phase, the goal is to gut out all the fat and to build a strong muscle foundation. And your body will change. The first 90 days, you're going to be doing this. After this is done, we're going to reevaluate where you are. So there's going to be different phases in this program. Because once you go through the 90 days and you got a solid six-pack, and you get rid of all the fat, you're going to find your natural body weight, where your body weight should be at. And mastering this body right here. So if you're a 5-foot guy and you're comparing yourself to a guy who's 6'4" and who's, a whole different body style, bro, you're not gonna look like him. You will never look like him. So stop trying to look like him and trying to take in the same calories as he is. This is the calories that you should be taking throughout the first 90 days. Now, after that, you're going to find the natural body weight that you should be at. And these are the correct calories that should be coming in. So if you weigh 150, it's 150 grams. And you do the math, 150 times it by 1 equals, 150 grams times it by 4 will be 300, 600 calories. You will never have to count calories, by the way. Right, in the first 90 days, you don't need to count calories, you don't need to do this. I just want to make sure that you guys understand this. What you're going to do, you're going to have the schedule. We're going to go over. Let me go over the schedule now. So the program, guys, I'm going to tell you guys what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to make a smoothie, man. This smoothie right here. I'm going to write down the recipe. It's 2 scoops of casein, 1 handful of blueberries, about 5 to 10 almonds, alright? And then spinach, 1 handful. That's the recipe for the smoothie. It's called Strength smoothie. If you go back to the cooking videos, you'll find the video of it. Why do I want you guys to make this? Oh, and by the way, 1 spoon of olive oil. And also, because of other ingredients in it, you're gonna go through a detoxifying phase. I make this smoothie till today, man. I love it. Don't eat to satisfy the body. Eat to fuel the body. Stop trying to have the luxury of having the special, perfect smoothie meal every single day. You get to cheat once a week, eat whatever you want once a week, man. It's enough. You get 1 cheat meal every week. This is the recipe. Take a screenshot of it. Olive oil, spinach, almonds, blueberries, and your casein for your protein. There's gonna be 3 different schedules. Guys who work out in the morning, the early birds. Then you have number 2, you have the midday guys. Then you have the night owls. This is how the schedule would look like if you're an early bird. You wake up and you go to the gym. This is what I do. Wake up and first thing I do, I make a pre-shake. What's in it? It's gonna be your whey protein, HMB, creatine, L-glutamine, and then your dextrose. All right? Everything's 1 scoop. 1, which is, you're arguing with the grams. 1 to 3 grams you can have. Creatine, 5 grams. And dextrose, the math is going to be 0.25 times it by your body weight. So if you weigh 200, it's going to be 50 grams, but you're going to split that. 25 before and 25 after. And you're going to feel that out. If you guys are able to get through the whole workout, that's a good number. If you feel like you're getting halfway and you need more sugar, more carbs, you can increase it by 10 grams, do 35. But that number, the 35 before, and the number after can stay at 25 and keep it there. Now, protein. It's 0.25 times it by your body weight. That's how much your body can take in at one time. If it's a little extra, it's fine. I just put 2 scoops. So if you weigh 200, it's 50 grams. So you're taking 2 scoops of whey protein, 1 scoop of HMB, everything else is almost 1 scoop except the dextrose. So that's your pre-shake and your post-shake. Absolutely identical. Identical. Meaning pre and post. Right? You're getting already 50 plus 50 equals 100 grams. Now you just need practically 2 more times and you're done. You hit your PDI, your protein daily intake, and how much you need in a day, which is how much you weigh. So if you weigh 200, it's 200 grams. Dextrose, you hit already, if you're doing 25 grams, before and after, that's 50. By the way, if you have 2 workouts in one day, same thing, I'm taking exactly this, before and after. So the schedule, you're gonna wake up, for guys who wake up in the morning, pre-shake, gym, post-shake. You get home, you shower. After your shower, you get ready to start your day, to go to work, go to school, start your day, right? But before you leave the house, I want you to make that smoothie and drink it immediately. Drink it immediately and make another one and take it with you to work. Take it with you to work. 4 hours later, you're gonna have that second smoothie. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make 2 smoothies. One you're gonna drink immediately. The second one you're gonna put in a 16-ounce shaker bottle, put it in the fridge, and take it with you to work, or leave it in the fridge and just take it 4 hours later if you're at your house. When you get hungry after that, about 2 to 3 hours, it could be anywhere from 2 to 5 hours, whatever it is. I don't know what time you're waking up, but that's when you're gonna have your meal, when you're hungry. Anytime after that one meal, you can do the 1 hour walk. But, so you wake up at 6 a.m. and you go. Most likely you're gonna have your meal around 4 p.m. maybe 3 to 4, something like this. You're gonna have the smoothie around 8 a.m. and 4 hours later you're gonna have the second one at 12 a.m. right? And then you're gonna have the one meal at 3 to 4. From after the gym, you can have your fats and your carbs. So say if you want a snacks. Shrimp. Shrimp is one of the best snacks out there, man. With cocktail sauce if you want, because it's super low in carbs. Protein bars, like Quest bars. I'm not endorsed by them or anything. Quest bars. High protein, low carbs. That's what you want to have when you look at the protein. You don't want to get carbs from your protein bars or from your snacks. What's next? Stop, guys, after the one meal. Stop. After the meal. Snacks are here, but here no. There's this timing of nutrition now. No carbs or fats should be coming in here. This is for the early bird schedule. This is probably going to be the best schedule to follow and one of the most successful. Because what happens is, when you guys do that 1 hour walk, your carbs are depleted. When your carbs are depleted, your body goes to the fats, which is your second source of energy. You have 3 sources of energy. Your first one is carbs, that's the first one to go. The second one is your fats, and the third one is your protein. So your carbs, gone after you do the 1 hour walk. And it has to be 1 hour, you can't do 30 minutes and stop. The fat burning starts after 35 minutes. Don't stop. If you want to extend it, sure. It's still burning all fat, and you're just speeding up the process. You can do it 7 days a week if you wanted to, at night. And what happens is when you're sleeping, because your carbs are depleted and your fat is being used as a source of energy while you're walking, you're burning fat while you're walking. And then, when you get off that treadmill, off the walk, you go home and you sleep, you're burning fat while you're sleeping. I'm going to go over the cardios. I need to go over the cardios right now, actually. Come here. Turn it over here. So we have fat burning, HIIT, and then you have endurance. These are your 3 different types of cardio. And it's all correlated to your heart rate. So if your heart rate is high, guys, meaning you're running, right? Your heart rate is high and beating hard. The first source to go is going to be your carbs. The fastest one that's released, boom, gone. Once they're gone, it goes to the fats, and what happens is, it's too hard to break down. Because your heart is beating so hard, it needs an easier source to break down fat. It's too hard to break down at that moment. It needs energy now, so it bypasses and goes into your protein, which is your muscle mass. So if you're running, you're losing muscle. That's your endurance training. That's why it's important to know what your end goal is. Are you trying to be a marathon runner? Are you trying to burn fat? And HIIT, high intensity interval training, they have different names from. You have CrossFit, you have Berries, you have Orange Theory Fitness. Who knows, man, how much more businesses they're going to make out of this? Because what it does, brings your heart rate up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then and it's very short, anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes. It's a very short workout. When you're done here, your metabolism is wired and going crazy. So for the next 24 to 48 hours, you're burning calories. So it's a big win. But the problem is it's so taxing on your body. You cannot do that every single day because it's gonna injure you. You can do this 2 times a week and do this 5 times a week. I have workouts called, I have the aquatics training, I have the rope of faith, I have the kettlebell of patience, the 1, 2, 3 workout. All of that stuff is HIIT. So I wouldn't even consider you touching this in the first phase. Just follow the calendar. Wherever I put it, do it. You're going to probably do it once, twice a month, but do them. Also, you're going to be doing this majority of the time. This is going to drop the fat. Not a fat burning pill. I always get this question. They send me pictures of this fat burning pill. No fat burning pill going to do nothing for you, man. You need to do this. So people are like, bro, I'm stuck. Are you doing this? No. Okay. So let's go back over here. Lifting routine, you just gotta follow my workouts. I nailed that for you, man. Never changes. If I lift this, my biceps are working, your biceps are working. Cardio, you're gonna be doing 1 hour walks at night. That's your cardio. Nutrition, which we're going over now, boom, done. Rest and recovery, make sure you take the days off that I tell you on the calendar. You're still doing the cardio those days though, at night, the 1 hour walk. You're still doing the cardio at night. That's how you get your goals, man. That's how we do it. We have everything recorded. But say for example you're lifting, and you're doing the nutrition, and you're not doing the cardio, you're gonna hit a plateau. Or if you're doing these two, but you're not doing this, you're gonna hit a plateau. Let's go over here. So we're back over here, guys. So this is the schedule for the early birds. The people are going in the morning. The 1 hour walk It's any time after you finish that meal. So you can eat that meal and go and do the walk. Or you can wait right before you go to sleep. If you get hungry later at night, one of the snacks you can have is shrimp, because it has no fats or no carbs. It's all protein. What else? You can have a casein shake with water. You know, you should be thinking of this stuff, because when you get hungry and you're like, I'm gonna eat something, that's it. Those days will come. All right, I'll eat some shrimp. Save yourself. Lifesaver, man. Keep a pound of shrimp every single, time you run out. Just a pound of shrimp cooked, ready to go and eat it. We don't have the luxury. Sometimes I'm hungry and I don't have time to cook my meal and I need something to hold me. I will slam a whole pound of shrimp down. So it could hold me, get my work done, I can go and cook my meal in peace and eat what I want, something healthy. None of this garbage. So here is the schedule for early birds, right? Alright, midday guys. You wake up, smoothie, right when you wake up. Make 2 of them, right? You wake up, you drink one. 4 hours later, so if you wake up at 6 a.m., number 1, smoothie number 1. 4 hours later, 10 a.m., you have your smoothie. If you're gonna work out at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., or 12, right? You're gonna have that pre-shake and that post-shake, before and after. Then you're gonna eat your meal, 6 p.m., most likely. You can do it like this, or you can wake up, drink your first smoothie. Don't drink the second smoothie right now. Do the pre-shake and the post-shake before going into the gym. And then around 2 to 3 p.m., you're gonna have your second smoothie. Even maybe 4 p.m., who knows? Around 4 p.m. You're gonna have your second smoothie. And then you're gonna have your meal at 6 p.m. And then you just gotta make sure you get your walk done. Your 1 hour walk. So typically it would look like this. Smoothie, pre-shake, gym, post-shake. Smoothie number 2, it could be 2 to 3 hours after that workout. And then meal at 6 p.m., your 1 meal. And then your 1 hour walk. Those are for the guys who are in the middle of the day. Alright, for the people who are working out at night now. Right when you wake up, the first thing you're gonna do is do the 1 hour walk. Why? Because you still gotta do that cardio, man. And you can't do the cardio right after your workout. If you do it right after your workout, what's gonna happen is you ripped your muscles, put the nutrition after, and your body's going through repairing and recovering phase. And then you go and exert energy by walking. When your body wants to focus on repairing and rebuilding. Now, if you're in the beginning stage and that's all you can do, fine, it's okay. But you will hit a plateau down the road, and it's good to know that. Just do what you can right now. If you can't change it 100%, change it by 5%. You're gonna do the 1 hour walk, right when you wake up. And don't eat anything when you wake up. That's why there's something called fasted cardio. I'm showing you guys the truth. When you wake up, there's nothing inside your system. So what's gonna happen is you have no carbs. Where's your energy coming from? It's coming from fats. That's why fasted cardio is so beneficial. You wake up and boom, you do the 1 hour walk. Right after that, you're gonna make a smoothie. 2 of them. One you're gonna drink immediately, and the second one you're gonna drink around 12 o'clock, around dough time. Drink the second smoothie, 12 p.m. Second smoothie. And then around 3 to 4, most likely, you're gonna have the 1 meal. And then after that is your pre-shake, workout, gym, and post-shake. Alright? This, guys, is the equation, man. You're gonna hit all your macros, so you don't need to worry about that. If you guys get a sweet tooth, have an apple, cut it up, and dip it with some peanut butter. And that suppresses your sweet tooth. 1. We're preparing for success here, man. If you don't prepare for success, you're preparing for failure. All of this, guys, is according to phase 1. The first phase of transformation. How do you know if you get out of the first phase? You have a very strong foundation of muscle, meaning you're pretty solid, and also you got a 6-pack. That's how you know you're done with phase 1. Phase 2 comes into another science where now we're increasing the calories by 500, and you're building 2 pounds a month at a time. And once you Find the weight that you want to be at. You're building smart. You're not throwing in all these extra calories, and it's easy. It's easy to throw in extra 500 calories at a time and finding out where that mark is. Why? Because you're doing one meal. How you need the extra 500 calories? Throwing more calories in the smoothie, man. Genius. I know. Champion method. I'm not even kidding, guys. I feel like I unlocked the secret on how to get the physique and getting the transformation. And you guys now know this stuff too. That's phase 2. Phase 3 is when you find the weight you want to be at. And to lock it in, all you gotta do is lock it in and redo those numbers. Meaning, and when you redo those numbers, you're gonna be able to stay at that body weight. You just maintain those numbers. Now you're maintaining the physique. It's so easy to maintain the physique you want. It's so hard to transform. Everything, the first part of it, is so hard. If you guys are fat, you guys have more debt. If you guys have muscle and you're lean, and you can't do the process of I'm gonna drop fat and then build muscle. You can't do that. Because what's gonna happen, you're gonna drop the fat, and what's gonna happen after that is you have no assets, you have no muscle to keep the fat off. Meaning you got rid of your debt, but you have no income. No income you're gonna get debt again, you're gonna open up the credit cards. So this is the right approach. You're gonna work out. If you can't walk, if you can't do the walk, just work out. That's the first step. And then eat right, and then do the cardio. You can do it, this one with that. Let me tell you guys something. If you guys do all this is the schedule, right? Sometimes it takes people not 90 days, it takes them 360 days to get out of phase 1 because they have commitment issues. They have commitment issues, meaning, I'm going to do this, and they fall off the walk. But at least they know what to do. But after 1 year, boom, you guys got the physical transformation. Some people get up, the cardio, the 1 hour walk, it stops. You stop doing the 1 hour walk at night or in the morning. You're done with it. It's only temporarily. Once the fat is gone, no more, man. You're done with the 1 hour walk. And then you're gonna switch up the cardio. Instead of doing those 1 hour walks, all you have to do is 2 times a week, HIIT, or just do the workouts that I have, the kettlebell, the rope of faith, or the swimming. You're doing those workouts twice a week, and then doing your lifting routines. We're done with the fat burning cardio, that walk. You're done. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, he was talking to Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu anhu. He said, Ya Abdullah, لا تكون مثل فلان كان يقوم الليل فترك قيام الليل. He said, Ya Abdullah, do not be like so and so. He used to get up at night and do the optional prayer, and then he let it go. You guys have the knowledge. Imam al-Ghazali said, العلم بلا عمل جنون. Knowledge without action is madness. You guys are going to know what to do, but it is a double-edged sword. Now because you know what to do, what happens? You're going to either do it and follow through. That's what it's about, man. Your name, there's value behind it. You say you're going to do something and you do it. You have more respect and confidence in yourself if you do that, and self-esteem. But if you don't do it, you're going to have less value. You're going to be subdued by the lack of commitment, the lack of sacrifice that you have in yourself. If you don't put in this action, guys, really you're being arrogant to yourself. Think about that for a second. Imagine if I knew I'm supposed to do this, but I'm not doing it. You as a personal wise, you're going to have less dignity in yourself and honor in yourself because you know you're supposed to do it. And that arrogance is going to build up, and it's going to be, you don't need to say you're arrogant. People are going to know you're arrogant. Or you're going to go crazy, man. By the way, there's another quote. وَالْعَمَلُ بِلَا عِلْمٍ لَا يَكُونَ. Action without knowledge, it's pointless. There's so many people. They're putting in all this effort in the wrong places. Alright? So, I love you guys, man. For the sake of Allah. But I want you guys to understand this. To recap it. Work out in the morning. Make a pre-shake and a post-shake. When you go home and take a shower, drink your smoothie. And then make another one and drink your second smoothie 4 hours later. Or it could be anywhere from 2 hours, 4 hours. And then after that, you're going to have your one meal. Meats and vegetables. You can eat as much as you want. And then you're going to do your cardio at night or anytime after that one meal. It's a 1 hour cardio, fat burning, 1 hour. You can do more, 1 to 2 hours. I would recommend you start off with 1 hour and be committed with that. And that's the schedule, man. Get out of this first phase, man. Get free. Relinquish yourself off this fat because you don't need it, man. Fat increases depression. Fat increases laziness. The bigger your belly is, the bigger of depression you have. The fit life is the only option, man. It's the better life. And it starts today. It doesn't start when you have the six-pack. No. It happens when you start understanding this. Within 1 week. All the time I get people after the first week, people dropping 10 pounds in the first week. 15 pounds, matters where you are, but you're going to see not just tremendous results in the physique-wise, but in the mental aspect. You know what to touch in the fridge, when to touch it, which is more important. Oh, I can touch this. It's nighttime. Let me have some shrimp, because I can touch that. In the morning, you can have an avocado. You can snack. If you get hungry again earlier in the day before your meal, dude, make another smoothie. By all means, just do it. And that's one smoothie, man. I've been making it for like 4 years, and I'm not sick of it. I'm not there to satisfy the appetite. But it does, for me, it satisfies my appetite. I love blueberries now. Did I? No, I didn't. Did I like spinach? No, man. But I knew the benefits of it. So, put your trust in Allah. And Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Allah loves one who has trust in Him. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.